What's up, everybody? Back with another video. I'm sorry about yesterday. I had a phone call and it went pretty long, so the live stream ended. And yeah, sorry about that. What's good, Gemini's, RD, SJ, SSJ, and Oil V, Matt Gator. What's good this AM? So back with another one. And hope everybody's doing well in the, like my man Truth Virus says, in the new world normal. No sound? Oh shit, y'all can't hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. And let me know if y'all can hear me. I see a little mic move. Okay. All right. So yeah, back with another video. Don't drink the witch's brew. Continued part 2, whatever you want to call it. And you know, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of energy moving around about us, and it's A-Rise season. So shout out to all the A-Risers and everybody else. But yeah, it's another cold. Well, it's cold today, but it's warm in other places. So yeah, so don't drink the witch's brew too. And kind of continuing to not really talk about, but just don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. Don't get caught up in the nonsense. And what I want to do is just show you where you can quickly find, what's really going on. What are they trying to do? In this one, like the Diddy thing, I wanted to talk a little bit about that because, I read the complaint forms, right? And, you can clearly see, you know, obviously the conspiracy theory world is, and the truthers are running wild, boy. They just gone crazy. It's like, all you gotta do is read. Just gotta read, you know? It's wild when you read this shit. It's like, damn, but I mean, for me, it's all bread and circus. It's like, this is what they do. This is what they love to do. Like, I read some of this shit. It's like, damn, these some wicked motherfuckers, but this shit fits into the male supremacy agenda. And the players involved are with the male supremacy agenda. The lawyers, the attorneys. It's wild, man. So I just want to, get straight to the fucking point, and then, um, not drink the Kool-Aid. You know, don't fall in the trap. So, um, all the shit. I mean, it's big news. So, it's got Prince Henry and the motherfucking all these other people. I mean, shit is stupid, but it fits the agenda. It fits the Q people perfectly. So they're fucking with them people, and giving them the juice to keep believing and shit like that. I mean, this this psychological operation is hitting on many levels, but one of the main levels it hits on is male supremacy, and that's what it's all about. Because how can you tell that? Because, right, all you got to do is read the complaint forms, and they know motherfuckers don't read. Because if you read the complaint form, you're like, well, why ain't this motherfucker in prison? You're like, why ain't he, why was, the show of force? His lawyers are like, oh, that was crazy, excessive show of force. Well, no, it wasn't, because you showed us, you know, us that know. All right. And then you look what HSI investigates. I mean, they investigate civil penalties, civil matters, right? That they'll transfer and turn criminal matters. That's what they do, you know. So, all right, when you look at the court documents, right? Not to mention the attorney. Okay, one of the attorneys is for one case, and that's with that damn Cassandra Ventura, right? Which is Miss Ventura, right? Um, the attorney in that is Douglas H. Wigdor, right? Now Wigdor, he was representing the victims of the Harvey Weinstein The Dominique Strauss-Kahn, Fox News, you know, all this stuff, right? And the NFL. Um, I mean, this dude. Let me turn this down. This dude is, you know, he's been in, uh, um, he's been on the cover of Forbes magazine. He did women, and he represented 5 women in gender discrimination cases at Citibank. Uh, um, he represented a housekeeper attacked by Nifahasu Diallo, right? Um, uh, hold on. Goldman Sachs, discrimination, pregnancy, all shit to do with pro woman, right? Pro woman. That's why I've been made videos about the male supremacy shit that they gonna be pushing, and they're pushing it in this. Why are they pushing? People like, oh man, you sound fucking stupid. What do you mean? These all these sexual allegations and all this crazy shit. All these people. How the hell? What are you talking about? Well, all you got to do is go read the complaint form. The complaint form from this attorney, right, which is 35 pages long for Cassandra Ventura, right? It's a complaint, jury the trial demand, all right? The preliminary statement it has, all right? But you scroll down to the bottom, after all the allegations, which are crazy, I mean, sex trafficking, all this wicked stuff, beating, violence, sexual assaults, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit that if a degular motherfucker was doing this shit, he would be in fucking already convicted in prison, right? But you got to remember, this is Hollywood. This is what they do. Remember, these people, this is their lifestyle. So they enjoy showing us their lifestyle. They don't like hiding their lifestyle. They love it. This is what they do, man. This is what they do. Sick, twisted shit, right? So the first cause of action, right? And hold on one second. All right. All right. So the first cause of action is um sex trafficking under 18 USC 1591 against all defendants, right? Those are all defendants in the case. And in this case, with the Cassandra, right? In this case, it's Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Combs Enterprises, LLC, and Doe Corpse. Those are the plaintiffs. Sean Combs, right? Which his name, he's a billionaire, right? So his name is probably a corporation. For you guys that don't know, his name is probably a corporation in itself, because all the other things are all corporations. So there's a complaint against corporations, right? Because that's the only thing that you could bring forth a uh, in a civil complaint, right? Again, this is what people not seeing. It's a civil complaint. Guess what a civil complaint is? It's different from a criminal complaint. It's, when OJ got off for murder for the criminal, he got found guilty of a civil wrongdoing. He ain't go to jail. Y'all remember that? So Diddy ain't going to jail for any of this shit because there's no words of criminal complaints. Ain't none. It's all civil, monetary. That's how you know this is a show. Right? It's a show. Now, are they going to come out with criminal charges later? I mean, according to this, if any real, I mean, look at this. It's like, yo, this is criminal. Get this motherfucker in jail. He got to go to jail for this. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. That's why I said don't drink the witch's brew, because they're playing you. It says it right in the complaint form. What they're seeking. Well, you mean to tell me all this shit and all they want is money, and it was okay? what? What is this? It's a joke, you know? When you see motherfuckers get hung and for all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at the look at the fucking case that just went by. Nature Boy case. This motherfucker got life in prison without the possibility of parole for one of his girlfriends he was messing with. That she just came out because she was angry and said he raped her. And he didn't. And they had all the evidence pointing that he didn't. And this motherfucker got life in prison without the possibility of parole. But here goes a motherfucker who, if you read this complaint, you like, God damn, whatever. But you read it, you like, God damn, this shit is wicked. And then you read the other one with Jones, that's even more sick and twisted. And these motherfuckers got a civil complaint. You gotta look at what's going on here. They're playing you. This is bread and circus. So I want to just drop this and show y'all. Look, ain't no why talk about it. If it ain't nothing happening, why talk about it? Why bother? They want to keep you drawn in while they got other shit going on around the world and everything's burning around you. They want you to pay attention to fucking P. Diddy. And I'm only doing this to show y'all. Get straight to the point. What's good, Daniel and Miko? Get straight to the fucking point. So on the Miss Ventura complaint form, right, which is going all, I mean, this is what it's all about. And the Jones one, we're just gonna quickly touch on Miss Ventura one, which is sick and twisted. If you read it, just go read it. It's online. But go to the bottom where the first class of action, because again, it says it right at the top. Complaint, jury trial demand. I'm like, this is nothing criminal. Why they go busting in his house and all this shit with HSI? Well, because what is it? It ain't criminal. There was no FBI. There was no fucking Homeland Security, like the Homeland Security. There was no ATF, right? Because there is drugs involved and a lot of drugs, according to this complaint form. There was no sheriffs. There was no state police. There was no local. What the fuck? Kind of, kind of sick Hollywood shit show is this? And this is what he signed up for. He got to go through this, and it's right here. There is nothing pointing to any document that's out there that I've seen that's going around that talks about anything criminal. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's going to prison for life. He's done." How the fuck is he going to prison when these are civil complaint forms? And the difference between so people know, because I'm just here doing this to teach people, okay? But a cause of action is the legal claim that allows a party to seek judicial relief. That's it. This gives a legal right to seek remedy because of the act or omission, failure to perform or perform a duty, breach of obligation of the defendant towards the plaintiff. This would fall under to seek remedy because of act or omission. All right. That's it. It's a cause of action, right? And I'm about to give you the difference between hold on one second. Where's it at? Where's it at? The difference between criminal and civil, right? All right. The difference between criminal and civil, right? A criminal jury uses trial evidence to make a determination of innocence or guilt. A civil jury will use evidence to make a finding of a civil liability, meaning you got to pay, right? That's the difference. And criminal jury is beyond a reasonable doubt, and a civil is the by preponderance of evidence. So that's it. If there's evidence, bitch, you gotta, it's case closed. That's it. All right. So those of you that don't know, and it breaks down to like this, right? It says, in another one, the state prosecutes criminally. Look at all these complaint forms. Ain't no, it doesn't say the state of California. It doesn't say the state of New York, right? It says United States District Court, Southern District of New York for the Jane Doe. And um, it says for the Cassandra Ventura, it says United District Court Southern District of New York at the top because that's where it's being heard in. And then on the Jones one, it's in Rodney Jones, it's in the United States Federal Court, Southern District of New York, right? But it doesn't have the state of New York versus Sean Combs via they're representing Jane Doe or Miss Cassandra for the fucking criminal complaint. No, it doesn't say that. It says Cassandra Ventura, meaning that's it, versus Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Combs Enterprises LLC, and Doe Corps. See, people reading this shit like, oh my God, he's this, he's that. And, oh, he's going to jail for life. Bitch, y'all didn't even read the fucking form. It's a complaint form. Jury trial demanded. You go down and you see what the relief that they want, right? First cause of action: sex trafficking under 18 USC against all defendants. Okay, that shit, you hear that? Like, oh, that's a criminal. This motherfucker going to jail. All right. Next, second cause of action: violation of the New York Services for Victim of Human Trafficking. New York Services Law, subsection 483 BBCC. Right? That's the second cause of action for that shit, for the woman, right? Again, ain't got shit to do with nothing criminal, but it is motherfuckers is in jail for all this shit already, right? Third cause of action: violation of the California Trafficking Victims Protection Act, California Civil Code. One, that's getting thrown out because that's in California, a totally different jurisdiction. They didn't state the jurisdiction at the beginning, so that's gonna get thrown out. All right. It's going to stay under New York's jurisdiction. They just put all this shit in there because that's what they want, right? That want to get tossed out. Fourth cause of action: battery slash sexual battery under New York state law against defendant Sean Combs. What? Wait, what? Okay. That's a criminal. Why? That's criminal, right? That's criminal. Why? Ask yourself why? And if people say, oh, that's because he's got money. No, that's because your ass is stupid as fuck and don't understand how this shit works, right? All I'm trying to show you is how they're playing with your ass. This is Hollywood theater. This is a show. Just like OJ. That was a whole Hollywood theater show. That's exactly why he only got a fucking civil penalty. Afterwards, he went to jail for some other shit, right? And they're like, yeah, he got what he deserved. No, they were running game on you back then. This is the same shit they running on you now. Learn how to read, motherfucker. That's it. You know, truthing all day long. This is what happens. We don't know how to read. We look at, oh my God, and we make up conspiracy theories and other motherfucker craft numbers and all this type of stupid shit. And then a motherfucker over here says it's linked to QAnon and it's a part of the big global cabal takedown of the, QAnon, and Trump's gonna come in and save the day. And April 8th is coming, and it's gonna be a total blackness for 2 weeks. And yeah, all that shit could happen. I get it. But that's just being a conspiracy theorist, right? They can make that happen to make you believe in some shit. I'm giving you how they're playing Hollywood with you. That's it. Ain't what else is there? Everything else, yeah, go theorize about it. Have fun. Drink the witch's brew. I'm just giving you a point. Okay, why? But you already know what it is, right? Fourth cause of action, and I just told you, battery, sexual battery under New York state law against defendant Sean Combs. Ooh. All right. Fifth cause of action. And then know who the attorney is that wrote this shit up. He's a part of that, all these type of fucking agendas and the male supremacy agenda and all the other agendas, right? This is what they doing. Fifth cause of action: sexual assault pursuant to the California Sexual Abuse and Cover-up Accountability Act, all right, against all defendants. Watch where you can see where this fits into the male supremacy and all that other shit. Sixth cause of action: violation of the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Act, New York City, Administration Code. Remember, Administration Code, subsection 10. The reason why they got to do that Administration Code is because this shit ain't even, this doesn't fall under law. It falls under rules, statutes, codes, and an administrative process. That's what that falls under. Think about it. Violation of Victim of Gender Motivated Violence Act, subsection 1101, et esque, right? which is abbreviated VGMVPL, against all defendants. Then the seventh cause of action: sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and hostile work environment under New York State human rights law. Da da da. And again, they just told you where this is stemming from. This chick was working, getting a check under Bad Boy, Sean Combs, Diddy, or whatever. So this is in here. This is why it's all corporations, right? And then you got eighth cause of action: sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and hostile work environment under New York City human rights law. New York City Administrative Code subsection 810. I'm not going to read all that, right? All defendants. And here it goes. Prayer for relief. And this is for the chick, right? Miss Ventura. Wherefore, plaintiff prays judgment will be entered in her favor against defendants, each of them as follows. This is what she's asking for. I mean, goddamn, if that all this shit, if you read here was done to you, you would be like, yo, this motherfucker need to be in prison now. Like, why ain't nobody doing nothing? It's woman's right. He should be in prison. But we hit sitting up here and this is a civil matter? Man, get the fuck out of here. This is Hollywood, man. He got a video saying, and I'll show you how to stay out of jail. We do shit, we have fun, we do shit, and we show you and we have fun and show you how to stay out of jail. Diddy said that shit. Anyways, wherefore plaintiff prays judgments will be entered in her favor against defendants, and each of them follows. Again, there's no state involved in this, no federal government involved in this, right? Number one, for a money judgment is the first one, representing compensatory damages, including consequential damage, lost wages, earnings, and all other sums of money, together with interest and the amounts according to proof. And obviously the lawyers got proof or whatever. Two, for money judgment for mental pain and anguish and severe emotional distress according to proof. Three, for punitive and exemplary damages according to proof. For attorney's fees and costs, that's when that motherfucker get paid. For pre-judgment and post-judgment interests, and for such other further relief as the court may deem proper. Dated November 16th, 2023. Respectfully submitted by Wigdor LLP. Go look who that motherfucker's up. You can quickly see who he is. You can quickly see connections to Hollywood. This is Hollywood at its finest. This is what they do, you know. So hey man, it is what it is. Is criminal charges gonna be brought up? I mean, I don't know. You know, hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. What's good, Justin Roots? Sounds like extortion, not justice, right? That's what I'm saying. Lights might go out. Some motherfuckers out in France. Somebody from France was like, "Yo, why are we getting news over here that the United States is telling the Americans to stock up on supplies, before the eclipse? That's way to fucking France, you know." So, right, as of like yesterday, I don't know about today. Ain't no fucking criminal charges, right? And so all this raids and all that other shit, where the hell's the criminal charges? You know, and they said a federal investigators. They don't say who it was. Some of these don't even say who it was. Just federal investigators. Man, no, it's HSI, right? What the hell's going on there? And I think that is for like the QAnon people that are like, oh my God, it's happening and shit. Cause I see that shit going, motherfuckers that still believe in all that shit, like, God damn. It's happening. Oh my God. So so yeah, that was the Miss Ventura, right? And there's also a Jane Doe against Sean Combs, Harvey Perret, the third assailant, Daddy's House Recordings, Inc., and Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Inc. And again, it's a complaint, civil case number, jury trial demanded, as a preliminary statement of what the fuck they all alleging. All right, pictures and shit like that. And it's, sick, twisted shit. You know what's funny is at the top of these, it says trigger warning. Like, I ain't never seen it. I've seen all kinds of documents with all kinds of wicked shit in it. Never said trigger warning at the top. Like it literally says trigger warning. Go look, go pull them up, guys. It says trigger warning. Yeah, I'll show y'all what the fuck I'm reading. Hold on. It says trigger warning. Like you don't see this type of shit on no goddamn paperwork. I mean no thing. Oh shit, it ain't zooming in. Oh, there we go. It says trigger warning. Like what? Like why would it say trigger warning? Like that don't even make sense. So it says trigger warning. This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Like what? And this motherfucker, um, they're unsure about they're unsure about criminal charges. You read these shits, you're like, this motherfucker should be, his bail should be 1 billion. Like, come on, man. Like that's why this shit doesn't make any kind of sense. Like you just wash it off. It don't make any sense. I don't give a fuck if they listed Joe Biden in this bitch. It does not make any sense. All right. From like a criminal element, because here comes Jane Doe talking about all this stuff. The preliminary statement. Jane, a few days later, other lawsuits were filed after Miss Ventura, and one of the claimants, drugged her and sexually assaulted her while she was a college student. All this other stuff. My question is, who the fuck she go to? See, this is how you got to understand the law to understand this shit makes no fucking sense, whatever. So, who'd she go to? She went to a lawyer. Look, I want to sue him because I was sexually assaulted. I've been drugged. The lawyer would have been like, look, you got to go to authorities. The authorities get a hold of it. And then we got to investigate this shit. You got proof? Yeah. They claim they got all this proof, pictures, you know, instances, images of, like, the one girl had a kick of in her back that her mom or somebody took pictures of, right? No, of what's his name? Kid Cudi took pictures of. Motherfucker blew up Kid Cudi's car. Like that's in there. Like what the fuck? This motherfucker blowing up cars. This motherfucker's a terrorist, man. Sex traffic. This motherfucker should be under the jail right now. Like who the fuck you go to? Like this shit. This is how people don't think, and then truthers don't think. They don't think. I see all kinds of shit going around. Like how the fuck this? You read this shit like who she went to, who the other ones went to. They ain't good. They investigators didn't run to them. Like, oh, this is big. Let's run to them. They're like, oh, that's because they all work for the. They want to cover it up. Are you fucking stupid? Are you really that fucking stupid to say some shit like that? So, anyways, who this motherfuckers went to? If you go to attorney with all this shit, they're gonna look, man, you gotta go to the authorities. This is some serious shit. And because you can still do a civil complaint with a criminal after do it, you'll go ahead, look, go to authorities, come back to me, let's file suit. I mean, what the fuck? This shit makes zero sense. That's how you know it's Hollywood straight bullshit. All right. This is just some shit like if I'm about to sue rap samples. Like, look, rap samples, I'm about to, try to sue you. And, because, we had a falling out and, you took my car and you did this and you did that. I need to, we got to figure this out because you don't want to pay me and shit. That's all this shit is. I mean, that's what it is. But it's actually This is some shit that would be in a fucking indictment. Like, you about to, you know what I mean? Like, where they come haul you off and say, bitch, we know you did this shit. You want to talk to us or you want to get an attorney? But we got a hell of a lot of evidence. All this evidence in here, this motherfucker's supposed to be behind bars right now, no question. Not even talking about it. But that's not the game they're playing. All right. And they know motherfuckers don't read. And who the fuck has a trigger warning? Trigger warning. That's some social media shit right there. This document contains highly graphic information and it's in red, which you don't put red on a legal fucking document. And I think this is just computer. They just put that over there and put this out there. I don't think that's on, any fucking real paper because you don't put red ink on a fucking paper that says trigger warning. I mean, this shit is so stupid to me. It's so fucking stupid. So again, the Jane Doe one, quick. I just did the Ventura one. Same shit, preliminary statement. Go down to the fucking bottom. This one's only 14 pages. Go down to the first class of action, violation of the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Law. There you go again. This is what I'm talking about. This is male supremacy agenda. All right. Gender motivated violence. What? Oh, that's what they're gonna try to do to families now, men and women. It's gonna be gender motivated, right? Oh, because she was a woman, you felt you had the power to do that to her. You had the power to yell at the woman. You had the power to scold your woman for cheating on you or whatever the fuck goes on. You know what? What? Yeah, this is the first class of action in this suit. They'll let you know what time it is. Second class of action. Right? Oh, hold on, wait. It's only fucking one. First cause of action is that's it. And it says plaintiff repeats and realleges each and every allegation of all in the proceeding, blah, 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 as above described of the defendant, Mr. Combs, including but not limited to Mr. Combs' sexual assault in plaintiff's New York City, whatever the fuck, crime of violence against the plaintiff. Okay. We'll go down to prayer for relief. Again, wherefore plaintiff prays judgment be entered in her favor against defendants, and each of them as follows. A, for money judgment, the first one, representing same thing, compensatory damages, including consequential damages, loss of wages, earnings, and all that other shit. Same thing. B, for money judgment and mental pain, anguish, and severe emotional distress, according to the proof. C, for punitive and exemplary damages, right? Same fucking lawyer. So same thing as the last one. That's what's here. Douglas H. Wigdor, right? And then Michael J. Wheelman, Meredith A. Furtog, right? But this is under Wigdor LLP, their attorneys. Now we're gonna go to the last one, which is Rodney Jones, which is the most damaging. That shit's 73 fucking pages long. And again, it has the trigger warning on it. It says this document contains it ain't a fucking document, all right? You could call it a document, but it's really not a document. You know what I'm saying? This is an affidavit. This is it is what it is, you know? So again, it says highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Additionally, there are graphic images of the aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse, redacted images of minors, sex workers, and prostitution, details of sex trafficking, and the illegal distribution of guns and drugs. Where's the ATF? Why weren't they there? I mean, I ain't seen it. I just saw HSI. Where was ATF? Okay. Guns, drugs. That's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Okay. Sex trafficking. Where's the feds? Right. Prostitution, sex workers, minors. Where's the feds? Right. Come on, man. And it's 73 pages, right? The plaintiff ain't the state of, New York and Rodney Jones or whatever, or the people of the state of New York versus Sean Cole. It's Rodney motherfucking Jones is the plaintiff. All right. And again, it's a civil action jury demand. Civil case number, whatever the fuck. I'm not reading it. Versus Rodney Jones plaintiff versus Sean Combs, Justin Dior Combs, Ethiopia Haberton Mariam, Lucian Charles Gringe, Christian Karam, Chalice Recording Studios, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10, and ABC Corporations 1 through 10. Defendants. That's all the defendants in this shit. Jurisdiction and venue. The court has personal jurisdiction over the defendants under the constitutes with the constitutional requirements of due process, and in the defendants acting directly or through his agents or apparent agents committed one or more of the following: A, the transaction of any business within the state, the making of any contract within the state, the commission of a notorious act within the district of the state, the ownership and use possession of any real estate in this state. And all that is saying is that's how they got jurisdiction and venue over the civil case, right? Um uh from September 22, the date of this filing, defendants have consistently and purposely alleviated themselves of the privileges of conducting activities within the New York, thus invoking the benefits and protections of New York law. In return, those benefits and protection, defendants must submit to the burdens of litigation in New York. The litigation arises from or relates to the tutorious activities. What it means by tutorious is it means they're liable for torts under tort claims, which is lawsuits, which damages are coming, right? Which money is involved. Defendants vested upon the defendants in the state of New York, California, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands. This tutorious conduct violated United States federal RICO law. This is when they think, oh, it's got a RICO charge with it and all this other shit, right? Require defendants to litigate these claims in the district does not offend traditional notions of fair play and substantial justice. Plaintiffs' claims arise from some conduct occurring by defendants in New York. That's powerful shit, letting you know. Parties, shows the parties. Rodney Jones is an American artist and music producer. Mr. Jones resides in the state of New York and California. Defendants, they show all the fucking defendants, their pictures, Lucian, George, Jar, Ethiopian, Hoberton is a female, another female, Christian, Kahora, Motown Records is a record label with a principal place of business located in California. I mean, Motown Records. I mean, this shit's wild. This one is wild. They show all the events, but I'm gonna go straight to the bottom, and they got all the relief that they want after all these things. How it ain't criminal. I have no clue. Um, People are running around. Oh, he's going to jail, bitch. Y'all don't read. Right now, he ain't going to jail. But hey, charges may come up. How they have it, beyond me. Beyond me. Anyways, the first here's one thing that says Mr. Combs is allowed to wreak havoc. Crazy. But anyways, first cause of action is conduct and participate in RICO enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity, violation of a racketeering influence and corrupt organization act codified at 18 USC 1962 ACD against defendants Lucian Charles, Ethiopia, Hoberton, Sean Combs, Justin Combs, Christina Cohern, Combs Global, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group. All right, that's the first, right, cause of action. Second cause of action, sexual assault and sexual harassment against Mr. Combs by himself. Third cause of action, California's bystander negligent influence of emotional distress against Mr. Combs and Justin Combs. What? What the fuck kind of law is that shit? Anyway, fourth cause of action, sexual assault against Jane Doe 1, young Miami's cousin, whatever that means. Fifth cause of action, premises liability for the sexual assault committed by Jane Doe 1, young Miami's cousin against Mr. Combs. Sixth cause of action, premises liability for the sexual assault committed by by Cuba Gooding Jr. against Mr. Combs. Yeah, you heard that right. Premises liability for the sexual assault committed by Cuba Gooding Jr. against Mr. Combs. All right. Seventh cause of action, Trafficking and Victims Protection Act against Sean Combs, Justin Combs, Christina Koharam, and Combs Global. Shit is wild, man. Eighth cause of action, California premises liability inadequate or negligent security against defendants LR, MR, UMG, CRS, and Sean Combs. Ninth cause of action, aiding, abetting, and inducing a sex trafficking venture in violation of Trafficking Victims Protection Act, 18 USC, against defendants Lucian Charles Grange, Ethiopia, Herbert Termerman, or whatever the hell it is, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group. There's a lot of money involved in these cases. Good God Almighty. 10th cause of action. Right? 10th cause of action. Um need for sexual assault against defendant Jane Doe 1, Young Miami's cousin. 11th cause of action. Need for sexual assault. NIED against Mr. Combs. What that is they just started abbreviating the shit because it was too long. All right. 12th cause of action. 13th cause of action. IIED for sexual assault against Mr. Combs. 14th cause of action. Knowing beneficiary in a sex trafficking venture in violation of the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. All right. Keep on going. I mean, this shit's 73 pages. 15th cause of action. Obstruction of the enforcement of the Trafficking Victim Protection Act. All right, we're going to move on down. Prayer for relief. This is what they're praying for relief. Now, this attorney, all right, is Tyrone A. Blackburn Esquire. Go look that motherfucker up. You know he's attached to the exact agenda as the other attorney is. That other Wigdor attorney is attached to the whole, everything to do with like going against like, you know, abuses of men. This guy, same story. You go look him up and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, prayer for relief. All this shit and the relief that Rodney Jones wants, right? Remember, this is Rodney Jones going against all this shit, right? Which, with the amount of money this motherfucker got in all these companies, they're gonna get somehow a settlement. And this shit keeps rolling, and some more shit come out later. But this is just to keep you busy for right now. How the fuck there's no charges? All this ain't no charges? Like, no, it's 100% impossible. You can't do it. That's how you know it's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood playing, you know? It's Hollywood. And they want people to get all caught up in the drama. Oh my God, these people are monsters. Oh my God. And so busy and so focused. Rap is so big. Diddy was so big. And all these names connected. It got the whole world talking about it. You put half the fucking word in, it spells it out on Google for you. You know? All right. Prayer for relief. Because I ain't know who some of these motherfuckers was, like a lot of people. So I hit, like, I was like, who the fuck is, who the hell is, let me see some names on here. Who the hell is who Ethiopia Herbitarian? Like, who the fuck is that? I look, as soon as I put in that motherfucker came up. So I know people are searching for it. All right, 15th cause of action, obstruction of the enforcement of the Trafficking Protection Act. All right, I think I read that one. Oh, we're on prayer for relief. My bad. Wherefore, plaintiff, which is just Rodney Jones himself, prays that the court enter judgment in her favor. I thought it was Rodney Jones. What the fuck? Hold on, wait. Rodney Jones is a fucking woman? I ain't know that. I don't know who the fuck Rodney. I didn't know who Rodney Jones was. I thought it was a dude. Lil Rod, Mr. Jones. Wait a minute. It is a dude. Wait, hold on. Little Rod, Mr. It is a dude. I don't know what the fuck. All right, it's a dude, but you get down in the bottom. You get down to the bottom of this 73 pages. It says, prayer for relief. Plaintiff prays that the court entered a judgment in her favor against the defendants containing the following relief. Well, the plaintiff, oh no, wait. The go to look up uh that 73 pages, right? Y'all can do that on your own, which was filed 2/26/2024 in the United States Federal Court, Southern District of New York. Look at the name, Rodney Jones. That's the plaintiff. Okay, that is the plaintiff. It's Rodney Jones. That is a guy. I knew it was a guy. I don't know who none of these motherfuckers are. That is a guy. Okay, that's a man. Plaintiff Rodney Lil Rod Jones, Mr. Jones, alleges and for his complaint against all the defendants. So, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I continue. And then I'm gonna take a brizzy. But let me know if y'all can hear me. I still see the mic going. But so if Rodney Jones is a plaintiff, and clearly he's a he, on the bottom, all these professional lawyers, it's probably, I don't know, TJ, he ain't that much platform because he ain't reading his shit. But it says prayer for relief. Plaintiff prays the court enter a judgment in her favor against defendants containing the following relief, right? I don't know why it says her. I mean, it's just a typo. It really don't matter, but it does matter. I mean, let me know if y'all could hear me, guys. Let me know if y'all could hear me. Okay. So, probably a typo, but anyways, the relief is a declaratory judgment in the actions, conduct, and practice of defendants complained of herein violate the laws of the state of New York. B, an award of damages against defendant in the amount to be determined at trial, plus prejudgment interest to compensate plaintiff for all monetary and or economic damages, including but not limited to loss of past and future income, wages, compensation, seniority, and other benefits of employment. C, an award of damages against defendant in amount to be determined at trial, plus prejudgment interest to compensate plaintiff for all non-monetary and or compensatory damages, including but not limited to compensation for her mental health anguish. What the fuck kind of lawyer is this? You see what I'm saying? Like, why is it saying her? Again, it says her, right? Her mental anguish, humiliation, embarrassment, stress, anxiety, emotional pain, suffering, and emotional stress. An award of punitive, and D, an award of punitive damage in the amount to be determined at trial. Prejudgment interest in all amounts due. An award of costs that the plaintiff has incurred in his action, including but not limited to expert witness fees, as well as plaintiff reasonable attorney's fees and costs to the fullest extent permitted by the law, and such other further relief as the court may deem proper and just. Jury demand. Plaintiff hereby demands a jury's trial on all issues of facts and damages stated. The reason why that is because they do a jury trial so you can settle before, because nobody wants a jury trial. Costs a lot of money. Plus, a lot of evidence comes out. Why? When you can just come up with a settlement, make a payment, boom, done. Preservation notice. The term you, your, yours, I don't got to read all that. But another interesting thing is this attorney is representing him, but he has her in here 2 times. All right. 2 times, which another attorney can come through here and be like, look, it says her, but you got a him. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy, but you got her. I mean, it could be simple as nothing, or it could be as simple as, hey, this whole thing needs to be dismissed because this is, if, I mean, what a defense would be like, okay, who's making this claim, a her or a him? But nevertheless, 73 pages of all this shit, it ain't no, Ain't no talk about nobody went to no authorities, FBI, ATF. I mean, come on, man. This shit's a joke. So I just had to go through that, because the gobbledygook, I'll get through all the gobbledygook. So, yeah, I mean, it's simple, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about no damn Diddy shit when you can just go read this. Like, it just don't make sense, mother. How's it make it make sense? We could talk about the part where why was HSI raiding his fucking house? All right, one, two, okay. That don't even make sense because if a organization like that is watching and gonna come do a raid, bitch, they've been watching you for a long fucking time. They know where you moving at all times. You're not gonna get on no fucking airplane. Plus, they know this motherfucker got billions. They know he's got private jets. That area would have been covered by these investigators. If this was a real, I would be like, these motherfuckers need to be disbanded and removed from the government for a failed fucking they all that, and you failed to get this motherfucker. Like, this shit is so stupid, man. It's so stupid when you just put logic into thinking for a quick minute. And you know where a lot of logic comes in? Learning psychology and studying and learning the law. You start to learn psychology automatically by studying interpretations of law, studying legal writings. That is psychology. Very powerful psychology, right? So when shit comes up like that, it makes no sense to me. Just like the Trump and the whole, oh, he's got a bond for 400 million and it drops down to 100. I mean, this shit is Hollywood, man. Hollywood. Hollywood. It's Hollywood. Unbelievable, man. It truly is. It's truly unbelievable, guys. And I just wanted to, and the unbelievableness is, um, you know, the shit that's going around. Everybody's talking about it. I just wanted to come talk about it to show you the truth. We're truthers, right? you know, hey, that's how you get to it. I mean, it don't get. I mean, how could you go off of that? Just look at it. It's all there. Something don't add up. HSI is showing up. These motherfuckers got guns, drugs, sex trafficking, all this shit. But you got HSI? Like, that don't even make any fucking sense. No, they wanted to show us HSI. They wanted to show us their new police force. They wanted to show us their new federal investigators. Well, they need to do a lot of more work because these motherfuckers failed to get a motherfucker that, if you just took some time, you would know everywhere this motherfucker was at all times. He's a billionaire. It ain't hard to find. He's got devices, right? You know where he lives. He's got private jets. He's got to be moved around. He ain't no. I mean, come on, man. This shit is stupid. Just like when they raided Mar-a-Lago. That's dumb. You'd be like, bitch, you got some charges. You got to come in. Okay, they come in. You ain't got to raid. I mean, that's shit for you to see. I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man, because people don't understand how the matrix works, how the system works. They want to figure out how the fucking sun works and this and that, and the earth is flat and round and this and that. And then motherfuckers want to talk about, all this other shit instead of learning where our problems always lied. You know, all of us been affected by these bullshit ass regulations, these bullshit ass laws, unjust. They knew one day we were gonna question that shit. That's why they hijacked it. BLM, women's rights, fucking abortion, all this other shit. They gotta keep you where they want you. They gotta keep you where they want you. They don't want you to learn. Wait a minute. What about the laws that are here that are common under man? The ones that they said we are freed, you know? But wait, no, we don't want you to learn that. We ain't gonna teach you that. No, no, no. Don't talk about that. Lawyers, they go all the new lawyers. They learn legal processes. They learn administrative process. They don't learn the Constitution no more. They don't learn common law. They don't study the real law. They don't even know nothing about it. The motherfuckers come on here talking all types of stupid shit and don't know nothing about a real law. That's why if you're ever dealing with any of these motherfuckers, that shit happened in my life, going through all the pain and anguish I've been through, fucking with these people. trying to be free, is you can get an attorney or you can get a public defender. And even an attorney, if you get to a certain point, that motherfucker don't know nothing beyond that. When you got smarter, you had to get your attorney smarter. Then when you got smarter, you had to get rid of your fucking attorney. That's how the shit works. And then you need an attorney for some other shit that you may not know. That's how it works. If you know something, that's my journey was. I was with a public defender. I won with that motherfucker. That was like over 15, 13 years ago. All right. I just learned how to use the motherfucker. And then I went to an attorney because he couldn't handle the shit no more. And then when that attorney didn't know it, I had to go to another attorney. Then after that motherfucker, and I'm telling they can't, then I had to do the shit myself. And that's how I learned. So, all right, guys, I got to take a quick pause and timeout. Give me 1 minute. All right, so we are back. Shout out to all you guys. I had to pay 100 grand to be found innocent of assault and battery with deadly weapon out Smith. God damn. Yeah, man. Because they know, they understand. They understand we don't understand. So this is what they do, man. If you look on any gun charge, what it does is that they look for the manufacturer of where the gun comes from, right? If you get an illegal gun charge, they look for the manufacturer on your felony indictment. What all they'll say is, and I ain't never, I ain't never get caught with no gun or no shit like that. All that shit's legal. But if you ever got caught with a gun and it's illegal, right? if you've never been a felon, if you're a felon, I mean, that's just what they got. I mean, you did, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever got a gun charge, right? Which right now, if anybody got a gun charge, they should be using a case that was just where they just said a motherfucking a so-called migrant, someone coming to this country who's not a U.S. citizen can possess a firearm and use the Constitution and the Second Amendment clause. Motherfucker, your ass should be scot-free. That shit should be exonerated, removed, repealed, vacated, all that shit. And you should be fucking scot-free. But motherfuckers don't read. They look at it like, oh my God, they get a right to do it. Oh my, and they're arguing shit back and forth. A motherfucker that's was talking about that the other day. I heard him talking, man, that ain't right, man, that they could, I gotta go through all this shit and they can come in and they can get a gun, man. That's some bullshit. I said, what in the fuck? That's exact mentality they want you to think. I think otherwise. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, God damn. They just opened up the door and they slapped you in the fucking face and showed you, bitch, you don't got that right? No, because you're a US fucking citizen. You are a subject. All right? You are subjected to the massa. That's the shit we should have been learning. That's what the truth community should have been doing. Everybody wants freedom, but did nobody want to fight for it? You know? Some people did, and there's people that are, but fight for it direct with the tools. One of the tools is what they use. They use it against us. We use it against them. It's their own shit. You don't make nothing up out of your ass. You're just using what they say. They say it. What's good for me is good for thee. If you can do it, I can do it. I mean, it is what it is. Ain't that crazy? We're in a nation, which is a corporation. We're in a nation that we got a right to bear arms, but the only motherfuckers that can open carry and do whatever they want is them. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that fucking crazy? And they're the ones that will come take you to jail if you don't got the piece of paper. The guns are here. You can have one, but you got to get a piece of paper from us to get it. How the fuck does that even make sense? We got to make sure you're mentally stable. Who gives a fuck? Was pre-crime? This is what people don't realize. Total recall, that ain't what's coming in the future. It's already been existing. Pre-crime. You've been not able to have no privileges because they've been charged you beforehand by telling you you got to do this, that, and this just to get something. So you already been prejudged. I mean, it is what it is. You know. So, anyways, on if you get caught with a gun and you catch a felony on an indictment, felony indictment, it'll say they look for where the gun is manufactured. They look for all that stuff, and what they charge you with is possession. I mean, what do they call it? Forgot, United States Code stuff is moving a firearm within, uh, you know, jurisdictions or some shit without some. It's actually a commerce clause, but they make it criminal. That's what they do. It's actually a civil penalty that they make criminal because it's all about making that money too with your body, right? Failure to perform. I mean, this is all on the indictment. You read some indictments that'll blow your mind. When you start looking at crimes, you're like, damn, you read an indictment or a criminal complaint, and you can see how they railroad people, what they do, how they circumvent your rights. Clear as day, you know, clear as fucking day, man. So it's wild. I like Texas. You can go and get a gun and boom, you ain't got to get nothing for that motherfucker. Everybody in Texas got a gun. Everybody in motherfucking Texas got a gun. There's lots. I don't care what nobody say. I feel a lot safer in Texas because everybody know it. Someone might got a goddamn gun. You know, shit that happens in New York ain't gonna be happen. Oh shit, motherfuckers flying like that. God damn, just flew through the red light. That like motherfucker was driving Amazon. But what happens in New York, that shit won't happen in Texas. You know, certain shit that happens here ain't gonna happen in Texas. Because it might be a motherfucker with a gun. You know? So yeah, guys, sorry about yesterday. I just wanted to come up on here and don't drink the witch's brew part two. Meaning don't drink the Kool-Aid that's being fed. A lot of motherfuckers drink the Kool-Aid like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's Diddy this, it's this. Man, it's the male supremacy goddamn agenda moving forward, further doing shit. It ain't right now, ain't no criminal charges. So for me, it's all bullshit, spreading circus. Till I see some criminal charges, criminal complaint, criminal documents from a state versus, you know, state of the people of New York or the people of fucking California or Florida versus Sean Combs, and this shit ain't real. Ain't nothing going on. This is what he signed up for. If you're a billionaire, this is rubbing nickels for you. You like, man, I'm paying these motherfuckers. But people don't read. It's interesting to see how they go with this shit. You know? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for now, man. I'm about to get up off here. I just wanted to, continue from yesterday. But like I said, I want to just show people what they might not have known. You know, um, get straight to the points on things, just like the bridge. Just go the whole bridge collapse. Oh, this, that, it's this, it's connected to this, and over here, it's over here. Motherfucker, just read. Read. It's about commerce, trade, infrastructure. Biden's gonna come out because of the bridge collapse. We need to improve infrastructure, and more America be like, yay, right? Support it, yay, and not realizing the infrastructure is for the global commerce infrastructure, not your ass, not you, not your roads, for the global infrastructure. They need money. You see, all of a sudden, somebody won the $1 billion Powerball or whatever the fuck. You know who won it? Same motherfuckers that been scamming it all along. They hype it all up, make all this money to fund more bullshit. And we think motherfuckers think a motherfucker win that? Please. Ain't a fucking lottery lawyer anywhere in existence. All this money they giving away. There would be lottery lawyers up the ass. There is none. Why? Because a motherfucker don't win. They win the little amounts. The million, maybe five at the most. Under that, nobody's winning that shit. And that's when they want to give just five away. Nobody wins that shit. They make money. That's their job. That's how they make it income. New York Lottery is the biggest scam ever. Unbelievable. Fucking power. All of a sudden, in a shit ton ass economy where everything's going to shit, all these Powerballs are going up and always up near $1 billion now. Get the fuck out of here. It's because that's how much Ukraine costs. That's how much going to this, whatever the fuck about to happen costs. They get in the bag because motherfuckers believe, because they got everybody enslaved in false hopes and shit. Dreams of hitting it big. Motherfuckers say, let me get 20 Powerballs. I'm gonna buy 100 Powerballs. Oh, give me 1,000. We got a work pool. How much you gonna? 5,000. All right, let's get this bag. Money. Meanwhile, they done made 5 billion. You know? Oh, someone won a Powerball. Oh, they're anonymous. Or they come have motherfuckers smile, giddy, you never see them again. Fuck. Ain't no lottery chant. Lottery winners ain't, they ain't got no YouTube channel. Oh, they wanted to remain anonymous. How the fuck is that? How the hell they get to remain anonymous by winning money? What? Fuck out of here. So, exactly. They'll give away small. I know somebody that won $1 million. They ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to toss it out right now. And you got to get it a certain way. It don't work like people think. I think they be killing motherfuckers and fucking people up. They even get the small amounts. But yeah, they ain't giving no money away. I remember years ago though, they had lottery attorneys like, oh, lottery winnings, and then they stopped. Because it wasn't none, motherfucker. That's why. They can't advertise for some shit that ain't out there. So it's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy world we live in. So yeah, that was all. So go check out all Diddy's and um, civil complaint forms for being an all-out, ruthless, fucking psychopathic, fucking menace to society. And he, all he got is a civil complaint. And I don't want to hear a motherfucker talk about something. Oh, because he's a billionaire. Bitch, get your dumb ass out of here. I'm just tired of the stupidness, man. The sleep community. I'm just tired of it, man. That's why I do what I do now. I hope people just go start researching, looking things up, say, damn, man, this is interesting. I do want to learn this stuff, man. That's how you could decode that's how you could really decode a news story. Look what the fuck they're talking about. Go look it up. Go look at the bills. Go look at the laws. When you look at the bills, look at the laws, you done decoded the fucking news story. Like, damn, that ain't what's happening. These motherfuckers lying. But guess what? You got the truth because you went and looked at it. Simple, plain and simple. Nothing more, like my brother Yaz says, nothing more, nothing less. You know, nothing more, nothing less. Shit's wild. So, it's unbelievable. Remember when OJ, they faked OJ? What'd he do? Steal some baseball cards or some shit, some dumb shit? Oh, he's going to prison. What the fuck? Man, they always bring these motherfuckers out of woodwork to keep you entertained while they ball up a fucking whole nation and shit. You know? But yeah, man, this it's wild out here. It's wild out in the land of make believe, man. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get up off here, man. Much love to you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later, man.